Summer tropical scents. Now this is my jam. Like, I live for this. I pretty much will wear them year round. Living in San Diego, I can kind of get away with it, but I can't tell you how excited I get this time of year because this was when I can really talk about them. And I have a lot in this category because it's a huge favorite of mine. So I can't wait to tell you about some of my favorites. So let's get into this with a couple new ones I have that I'm sure you're excited to hear about as much as I was. So the first one I have is, I think you say Pannaco Tahaa by FOMOWA Paris. Okay, I heard mango and I was like, yes, 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 come to mama. Because I love coconut, pineapple, mango. I love all these summer, I love fruits to begin with, but anytime there's some of these summer tropical fruits, I get really excited. This one is literally, to me, a mango panna cotta. Oh my gosh. I get a fresh mango, like a burst of fresh mango, and then when it dries down, I absolutely get this creamy custard-like, yet you're still getting almost like the stems, like the mango's still on the tree, a little bit of that, like some people are saying spicy. I don't really get spicy. I get a fresh mango and this creamy vanilla custard like that. It's literally like mango panna cotta to me. It did just get to me, but it isn't a huge projector to me. I didn't spray very much. I just sprayed one arm just to get the gist. I didn't want to blast out that I couldn't smell anything else here while filming. So I'm pretty conservative with what I spray when I'm about to film, but it's so pretty to me. I think it's, I'm in love with this. Oh my goodness. I will play some more because I just got this today, but yeah, I like it a lot. And it doesn't go that nauseating way that Cruz del Sur 2 can go. Some people just got this stomach churning kind of vibe from the milk and the mango. I don't get it like that here. It's more of a lighter, kind of watery type of creaminess to it, more creme brulee-ish or panna cotta, which is kind of watery, milky like. I think it's amazing. Pannaco Tahaa. Then there is also kind of new to me is Nota Sugar by Ulyka, I think is how you say it. Ulyka Parfums, I'm not sure. This one opens with a more vibrant kind of pineapple kind of fragrance. Gosh, that caramel, oh my goodness. Okay, ooh, gosh, this is so good. Yeah, I really get that pineapple in the beginning with the coconut too. The coconut kind of coming through with this creaminess along with the caramel. You really get like a liquid stream of caramel. It is so delicious, this one. Like you'll spill delicious. But it also doesn't make me hungry, which I kind of like. Man, I love this one. I don't get too much of the almond in there. To me, it's really like the fruits and the caramel. That caramel plays a big role. A little bit of that tonka creaminess in here, but it's literally like you're this tropical caramel candy. It is yummy. Nota Sugar. Longevity seemed okay to me. Projection wasn't huge to me. It wasn't like very big, but again, I sprayed modestly, so I'm not sure if overspraying will help on this. It definitely stayed close to me and on my skin, like on my skin and my clothes, but I don't think it was a very big projector, so performance-wise. But I gotta tell you, it is delicious. That would make it probably better for more intimate kind of scenarios where they're gonna be up close and it's gonna like draw them in closer to smell you. So those fragrances aren't necessarily bad. They certainly have their place. Nota Sugar. And also don't forget that weather is a huge factor in these fragrances. It's not a thing like, when we talk seasons for fragrances, it's not like wearing white after Labor Day. It's not this kind of written rule of what you should or shouldn't do. The reason for it is because of the performance in certain weather. Heat amplifies fragrances. So if you're wearing a beast and then you wear it in the heat, it's stifling and overwhelming and uncomfortable for you and for those around you because it's just too much. But These lighter fragrances, with them expanding in the heat, makes them beautiful. And really, what you might think is terrible performance in the winter, you wear it in the summer and it blossoms, and it's just, wow, this is really a great balance where it's not stifling in the heat, yet when it expands, it really fills the room kind of. So that's the reason for seasons, not so much because it's some unwritten rule. I mean, obviously wear what you want, but that particular reason of the types of weather that certain notes and perfumes really perform well in, that's what we're talking about. So anyway, I did try to choose some of the lighter, more summer appropriate fragrances here. Speaking of that, I have two here that to me are pretty similar, but much different weights. Now, I've talked a bunch about Gioiosa, the newer release by, there goes my dog, sorry, Angelo. I locked him out and he insisted on coming in and he was howling and howling. So I let him in and now he's gonna make this ruckus. Gioiosa I've spoken a bunch about because it's a vanilla coconut that I absolutely love. Oh boy, here's Raffi. Guys, like for real, is it the dog show? Yeah, you wanna come on too? They're killing me. It is heavier, richer. It's not a fill the room because it's very oily and thick. So it's very, you have like a scent bubble that is incredible and it lasts really long. But for some people, it might be a little too thick right now, which is where I think a thinner version is the Calatini's new release, the Creme Brulee, which is a lighter kind of vanilla coconut. They're killing me. They are killing me. Guys, for real. Thank you, sweet pie. Thank you, sweetie pie. This one is literally a coconut creme brulee, delicious. You do get the opening with that, like you're cracking the crust of the creme brulee, which is that caramelized vanilla, but it is a little bit lighter than the Gioiosa, a little more gourmand and lighter than the Gioiosa, but both this great vanilla coconut fragrance. So there was a 2-for-1 for you. Both of them. Raffi is trolling for trouble. He's in here looking to play and looking for things to get into so that he can get my attention. Like when he wants to play, he starts like putting his face in my purse and pulling things out, shredding papers that I might need. Like this is what he does and he knows, and then he just laughs at me. Paradis de Scents Valhalla. I've talked about this in a couple videos as well. Loving this for this summer. It definitely has an aquatic, kind of beachy feel along with those tropical fruits, almost like you're drinking a tropical cocktail, not a like frozen cocktail. It's more translucent, juicy kind of, along with that sea air, but you're also getting that mango in here and giving it that tropical kind of flair to it. I absolutely love this one. This is definitely going to be one that I'm reaching a lot for this summer because I live near the beach and it just works. Oh my goodness, this one works. I love it. Valhalla. Let me say real quick, if you're not currently subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can see more of my content and get it in the feed. And if you like this, give it a big fat thumbs up for this video. Now, staying with the theme of vanilla coconut, because I happen to really like vanilla coconut, this one is a little bit more on the affordable side, and it goes on the more creamy, musky, cozy side too, is by Private Mood Vanilla Cocoa. Velvet Cocoa, sorry. Ooh, coconut water. Ooh, you know what? I think the new Lattafa might be duping something like this, because I remember looking at coconut water, white florals. I'm gonna have to look at that again. They have a new one in a turquoise bottle that I was looking at getting. Yeah, this one is definitely more creamy, kind of fluffy, not so much gourmand as much as comforting, cozy with that sweet vanilla coconut in there. It's not like a dessert per se, like creme brulee is more dessert-like. This is sweet, but it's more kind of musky, fluffy, white floral with it, along with that vanilla coconut. I happen to really like this one. It gives me this image of like white kind of fluffy peaks of something that's been blended. I like this. Velvet Cocoa by Private Mood. Then I have by Gritti, one of their newer releases, Mango Oud. Absolutely love this one. It did come back from Italy with me as one of my favorite picks. Not so much the other release from them, but this one I really love. This one is your fresh mango. You're getting that mango skin and it is just mango when you burst it. It is delicious. Getting a little bit of guava too, which kind of just heightens the smell of the mango to me and gives it a fresher kind of impact where you're really getting that fresh mango skin kind of feel from it. A little bit of tropical florals, but then the oud comes out in this. You definitely have to like ouds. You don't have to be a huge oud lover. You just have to be okay with oud. It is definitely a mild oud. It works really well with this. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Fragrance Du Bois, how the colors collection, like they had Oud 1 Intense, Oud Orange Intense, where there was oud in there, but there was something really gourmand and delicate about it that it wasn't too big a deal, but you didn't have to really love intense ouds. This is like that. Like there's definitely a prominent oud here, but it works so well. And you can totally be a newbie to oud with this. It's totally okay. You can smell it though. It's not like the ouds that you don't really smell. You'll smell it. But it gives a more elegant kind of, more formal kind of feel to this tropical scent. Something more rich and elegant feeling. It's not something I would wear daytime to the beach club kind of a thing. It's definitely more evening, say you're on vacation, or just imagining you're on a staycation even. And it's just a day that you've, you know, maybe been having fun during the day, and then you showered and got ready, and then you went out and you were wearing this while you were dressed up with little sun-kissed cheeks. It's got that kind of vibe where there's something tropical dressed about it, or you're on vacation going to dinner, so you're still in this vacation mentality. You're just hell-bent on playing in here, aren't you? Forgot what it's like filming here. I just think this one is so good. It manages to keep that freshness with the oud richness. It's a winner to me. Okay, you know I'm mad in love with this one, and it absolutely has to go in here. It is the fitting theme, and I feel bad that I always talk about it, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. So it's by Salas, Amore Torrido. I don't even think I have to talk that long about this because I've talked so much about it. I absolutely love this fragrance. It does open fun, fruity, tropical with like apple and grape. No pineapple, but coconut, osmanthus, which is apricot-like. It does open with this fun, fruity, party kind of vibe. There has to be like musks in here. There's something that is very invigorating, shall we say. There's something very alluring about this fragrance at the dry down that is incredible, very like pheromone-like. But I just love that fruity, tropical vibe with all these musks in it too, that I just think this one's amazing, and it definitely snap necks. And yeah, you need this for your hot summer nights. I don't know if I ever talked about this one because I got it at the end of the season last year. So when I got it, it was a little off season, so I don't think I ever spoke about it. I was kind of holding it for this spring and summer. And it's by Jacques Zolty, which I like a few from him, and it's Ombrella Crash. This is definitely your beachy, aquatic, fruity fragrance. Yeah, there's something like airy. It's a little along the lines of Valhalla, but different fruits. This one, I mean, watermelon's having a moment, isn't it? But it's actually been in a bunch of fragrances already. I think people forget that watermelon was a note. Gosh, even in the Dolce Gabbana #3, that was like my favorite watermelon fragrance forever. But this has watermelon, rhubarb, kiwi, definitely different fruits. And then again, that beachy, aquatic air, very airy kind of fragrance that just is perfect for a warm day on the stroll, like strolling the street in Cannes. I think that's why it reminds me of it, because I wore it there and it really brings me back because it was so perfect on those sunny days on the beach, walking on the street there. It was so perfect. I love this. Watermelon, also the new Room 1015 Wave. Absolutely love that one. It's got issues with selling out, but yes, I'm 100% on board. I was 100% on board as soon as I smelled it, but there are demand issues with it right now. I'm hoping they get higher production going. Again, along those lines, Wave would go in this fruity, aquatic, beach vibe kind of feel to it too. Really loving this. This is one that's gonna get a lot of playtime from me. Now, a newer fragrance house that launched, I had them send me a discovery kit before I said I would do anything to make sure I liked them or which ones I liked. And I was actually really, really impressed with these. I believe they're Spain. They're from Spain, Puente Parfums. Really love, I think there's 5, and I really like them a lot. There's some that were more my speed than others. And this one is Iris Doux. Wow. If you like plush tropical florals, like in Bora Bora, that's like a plush, right? Like a very lush, intense florals. This one, I think it's a lang-a-lang in here. A lang-a-lang, frangipani, mimosa, very intense. However, which is where I was like, I don't know if I'm crazy. Now this house reminded me a lot of Douxita, because Douxita, I would smell certain perfumes and be like, I don't know how much I like you. You're okay. And then 10 minutes later, holy cow, was like, okay, I'm in love. I'm on my knees, okay? I love you. Yes, it's like that. So you gotta kind of hold the horses a little bit before you judge these. Now, I know a lot of people love Bora Bora. Bora Bora for me was disappointing because it was just lush florals. I wanted something more from it. This one changes, and then you get that powdery woodiness. He tends to have a lot of powderiness to a lot of his fragrances, where that powderiness kind of emerges. Like it has this radiating from the earth kind of feel, like this warmth that just comes up and is like hugging your body, like rays of sunshine. Yeah, warm, sweet, ylang-ylang with a powderiness to it. And this is where I fell mad in love with it, mad in love. Now, I did talk to him about the pricing and packaging, where I was like, your juice is phenomenal, but your packaging is like not on the same level as your juice right now, or your pricing. And he agreed. He's like, yes, because we're new, we're starting out, we have a whole new packaging coming out, which is how I like to see it, because the juice you can't change very easily, but the packaging you can, right? So he agreed to give me a 20% code for while it's in this packaging to use Greta 20. And it is for that reason. So it is temporary. If you're like me, you don't care. I'd rather have the discount than pretty packaging. I have plenty of pretty bottles. I want the juice. I would definitely take advantage of that. If you want to know, I had a few I really liked. Verisense, if you like Bois d'Argent by Dior, I would recommend that. I'll go through some more of them. Eden, citrusy white florals, and just gets better and better and better is another one. I would say those were like the 3 tops. Highly recommend them. And Vespertine starts a little more indolic white florals and then gets better and gets a little sweeter. I think powdery too. Highly recommend them. But Iris Doux, definitely for that summer tropical kind of vibe. Those plush tropical florals just bring you to like Tahiti or something. Like it just brings you somewhere else that is just so overwhelming, tropical kind of forest. Iris Doux. Along those lines is the Roja release, Isola Sol. There's Isola Blue and Isola Sol. This one is very similar to Iris Doux in that you're getting this warm solar feeling, like warmth from the earth coming up, like you get those wavy mirage lines when it's a really warm day out like that. And then you're getting the warm tropical florals. This one is more citrusy at the opening, and then you're getting a little bit of that like peach, coconut, tropical florals, and that warmth in here. It definitely warms up on your skin. So this one has like that additional fruit in here versus Iris Doux. And I think the Iris Doux is actually probably a little thicker at that opening stage where it's really plush florals. Both really good picks. Really love this for that warm tropical feeling. Going along with the peach coconut vibe, which is another thing I absolutely love, is going to be Cupid Parfums 1623. This one opens very citrusy, a burst of citrus, but sit tight because in 5 minutes that changes and you're getting a more creamy peach coconut, amazing fragrance with jasmine. You do have some neroli in there, which gives that sharpness to the citrus. But again, it's really just the opening, and then you're getting that jasmine, creamy peach coconut fragrance. I love this. You get a little bit of this like musky creaminess kind of feel from it too. That really, yeah, it's like a creamy. I just love this one. The way this dries down is just so incredible. Absolutely love it. 1623 is still one of my favorites. From Pantheon Roma is A. This is such an elegant fragrance. It is incredible. It definitely evokes the image of a woman in a white dress, like just perfect and flowy and elegant with white florals, a little bit of coconut. Coconut it has mango in there and coconut, but they're woven in so beautifully in this very airy white florals. This is one I fell in love with the first time I sprayed it. Was mad in love with this, and I have not fallen out of love with this. When I want to feel elegant and I want to feel feminine and easy, not intimidating, very easy and approachable, and just like the person that is nice to everyone and welcoming to everyone, that just makes everyone like feel like they belong. That is there's something so elegant and like angelic, something angelic about this. This is so, so beautifully, it's done so well. Wait, how much is in here? I'm gonna panic. It's like less than a half, it's like 40%. I'm gonna panic. I love this one so much. Definitely if you like your jasmine, you like a little bit of fruit, you're gonna really like this. It's one of the best jasmines I think I have. I think this is stunning. So those are my favorite summer tropical elegance kind of fragrances that are still at the top of my list. I think it's like 13 I think I have here. Those are my favorites. What are some of your favorites? What did I forget? What fell off the list here? Let me know down below. I want to hear. And I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.